Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Fairway Soccer Academy's online training. In today's class, we're going to be working on V's, stepovers, and cuts. If any of these sound unfamiliar to you, make sure you check out our free channel on our website where you can see slow motion videos of those skills. In our session checklist today, I have one soccer ball, one soccer innovation hurdles, which can be replaced with 2 cones, and I also have 3 mats. Those can also be replaced with 3 cones. We are going to have water breaks in between drills, so make sure you keep your water handy. This is going to be a fast-paced class, so make sure you are ready to be challenged. And if you need more time on any of the exercises, feel free to stop, pause, and catch back up with us later. But we're ready here, so let's get started. All right, guys, so we're going to start off with a super simple exercise, which is going to be our V's. I have 3 mats here, and it's going to make an L shape. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the left foot and we're gonna pull the ball back towards our body. As soon as I do that, I'm gonna use the outside of my right foot to push wide and I'm gonna turn my body that way. Pull, push the ball wide, parallel behind these mats. I take 2 steps and then I catch it with my right again. So left, right, catch with the right. Now I'm gonna drag back this way with my right and push forward with my left. Left to right, step, step, right, pull across my body, open my hips back up, push the ball forward, and then I go again. Okay, so at a quicker pace, it should look like this. Left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left. Good? Okay, so the few details that we want to focus on is trying to make it look like we're going to take a shot. So when I come here, instead of just bringing the ball back nonchalantly, I want to make it look like I'm going to open my hips, take the craziest shot of my life. So I'm going to lift up this back heel just a little bit and I'm going to raise this arm and then I'm going to slide the ball back into my body. Okay? Practice a little bit more if you need. We're going to go ahead and get started here. We're going to do 3 sets on this one of 20 seconds. Okay? All right, we're going to start here. Be bouncing on your toes and 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Make sure we're going parallel behind these cones or mats, raising up that arm, making it look like we're selling a fake shot. And 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, guys, first one's out of the way. If you lost the ball a few times during that set, that's what happens on your first exercise. That's why we always warm up with the simplest stuff, and then we get crazier as we go. So catch your breath. 5 more seconds of rest. Back on our toes. And 3, 2, 1. Same thing. Here we go. 20 seconds. Raise up that back heel. Raise up that hand. Open the hips. Close the hips. Here we go. About halfway there. Ooh, the legs are burning. And time. Well done. 2 sets out of the way. We got 1 more set. Hopefully your heart's catching up with your body now. Try and stay on your toes if you're not tired in between all of the drills. Whew. And we got our last and final set. If you start getting a little bit crazy and everywhere you're knocking stuff over in your house, really try and pay attention to being parallel with the cones and the mats. So we're pulling straight back, we're pushing straight wide, pulling straight back, pushing straight up, okay? All right, guys, here we go. Last one, 20 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Raise up that arm, raise up that heel. Even if you have to slow it down a little bit to sell it again. Almost there, guys. 4 seconds. And time. All right, guys, first set. Got it out of the way. Your legs should be all warmed up now. And we're gonna take a quick break, get your water, and be ready for the next drill. All right, guys, so for our next drill, we're gonna be working on a right foot step over and a right foot Cruyff. We're gonna start on the left side of our cone or mat, and we're gonna dribble to our right cone, and we're gonna do a right foot Cruyff. When we do our Cruyff, instead of a big Cruyff with the inside where what we use to escape a defender, we wanna hit a step over, step over right after. So we're gonna do a stop Cruyff, where I stop the ball and at the same time jump over it. We want the ball to be pretty settled, not rolling away from us too far, so that we can immediately touch and hit a step over, okay? So at speed, here's what the drill should look like. Touch, touch, Cruyff, touch, touch, step over, touch, touch, Cruyff, touch, touch, step over, okay? Pretty simple. We want to make sure that we're exaggerating that step over, going from a neutral hip position to where it looks like we're going to actually take off that way. My biggest pet peeve is seeing step overs like this, okay? We don't want to stay neutral. We want to go here and turn our hips and be exaggerative, all right? So we're going to let's do 3 sets of 20 seconds on this one. We got the clock going, and on our toes, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Touch, touch, Cruyff, touch, touch. Exaggerate that step over. Keep that Cruyff under control. Five seconds left. And time. Whew. First one's tough. If you're on hardwood floors like I am, make sure you have turfs or some grippy bottoms so that you're not slipping around. I'm slipping a little bit, but we're gonna be okay. Stay on your toes if you can. We got our next set coming in. We're gonna go 20 seconds, okay? Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Touch, touch, Cruyff. Step over. Make sure this prep touch before we go into the skills is nice and small so that we don't lose it. So step over, small touch, Cruyff. And time. Whew. Shake it out again. Always stay on your toes. Catch your breath. Next one. Last set. Then we have 2 more drills, and then we'll be done for the day. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Make sure we don't forget to exaggerate that step over. Really get around the ball. And time. Oh my goodness. That one burns my legs with all the cutting. But that is it for this drill. Grab your water, and then we'll bring it right back. All right, guys, so now our next drill, we're gonna go back to the V's, but we're gonna add a little bit of a combination to it using our Soccer Innovations hurdle. We're gonna start with the right foot, and the way that we meg is we're gonna pull the ball back, and we're gonna slide it through with the outside of our foot. We're gonna bounce around the back to come grab it. We don't want to try and hop over the hurdle. We want to do a nice bounce and then pull the ball back. If your ball goes a little bit forward, like mine did, instead of doing one big pullback, which is what we're about to do, is a pullback, maybe take 2 or 3 small pullbacks to keep the ball under control. Once we pull the ball back and we're behind the hurdle, we're gonna drop both of our feet and create a wide base for us to go into an Iniesta. So I pull the ball back, I pass my hurdle, feet down, Iniesta, and as that ball pops off of my foot going forward, before I meg, I'm gonna go into that V that we worked on at the beginning of the episode. So I pull with the left, push with the outside of the right, turn my body, take those 2 steps, drag it across my body, open up my hips, and now I catch it with the right, meg, maybe 1, maybe 2 backtracks, feet down, wide position, Iniesta, let it pop off and go forward, and now we hit that V, and we're back to where we started, okay? So, at a little bit of a quicker pace, here's what it should look like. Meg, bounce around, pull, Iniesta, V. Meg, pull, Iniesta, pick up that heel when you get comfortable, and then that V again, okay? So as you get going, it may not be the first set, it may be the second or the third set, but when we hit those Vs, lift up that heel, lift up that arm for that fake shot, and then we'll come back and meg. And if your foot brings it, when you pull it back on this V, if it goes a little bit wide to where you can't catch it with the right foot, go ahead and pull with the left for that meg, slide through with the right. We just want to make sure that we always slide it through with this foot because it gives us more control rather than trying to kick it through with the left, okay? So let's do 4 sets, 20 seconds on this one. We're gonna start with that meg, and 3, 2, 1, here we go. Iniesta, open those hips, catch, meg, Iniesta. And we keep it going. Don't forget to exaggerate all the little movements. And 4 seconds left. And time. Whew, good. Again, these make me feel so out of shape with how intense they are, but it's what gets you in the best shape ever, just these quick, intense workouts. When we start going into our combinational patterns, we start thinking a little bit about, okay, I got a V, I have a meg, I have an Iniesta, and then we'll start to neglect the details of each one of those skills. We want to make sure as we add on more that nothing gets sloppy, that we keep that quality as if we were doing just the individual skill. All right, we're back on our toes. We got 3 more sets of 20 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Meg, bounce. And how can we sell this V? And time. Whew, man, that one goes by quick. It's constantly at your feet, at your feet. One thing I did notice that helped me when I did this drill is keeping your body and my legs, they're almost always in a slight bent position. When you do skills, they should be bent a little bit to give you that leverage and that agility. So if you notice you're kind of standing straight up, try and bend it a little bit so we're here. Even my arms, they want to help give me that balance and coordination instead of just kind of letting them loose. So be exaggerative again with every part of your body. 2 more sets, 20 seconds. Let's get back on our toes, be ready, focus on the details. And 3, 2, 1, let's meg. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoo, time. My goodness. We got 1 more set of this, and then we're gonna go into our last ball mastery of the day, which will be a combination of everything that we've learned today. Let's get back on our toes, get this next one in, while we're still nice and warm. 3, 2, 1, let's go, last one. Remember to keep those legs bent, sell it on that V. Remember, if the ball goes too far forward after you meg, hit a few pullbacks. Don't do one big one. So, 2 seconds. Go ahead and finish out whatever set you're on. And time. Whew. That is exhausting. All right, guys, go ahead and get your water break. We're gonna move on to our last drill, and we'll see you here in a bit. All right, guys, so you made it to the last drill of the day. It is gonna be a mashup of everything that we've learned here today. So, we're gonna start off here on the right left side of our hurdle with the right foot meg, just like the last drill. We're going to meg, and now we're gonna bounce around, pull the ball back, except when we hit this iniesta, instead of going into our V, we're gonna let it pop off, and we're gonna go into the step over and then the Cruyff that we did in the second drill. So, I meg, pull, iniesta, let it pop off forward, step over. Now I'm gonna push the ball back to my hurdle, and I hit my Cruyff. As soon as I hit that Cruyff, I'm back facing forward. Now I go into my V's that we did earlier to end my drill. Left to right, right to left, repeat the drill. Okay, so we go with the meg, pull, iniesta, step, push, push, Cruyff, turn, hit those V's, meg, and then we repeat the drill again, okay? I know this may look a little bit trickier, so if you need that extra time, pause, go rewatch the tutorial, and then catch back up with this later. But we're gonna do 4 sets of 20 seconds. It is going to be heavy. You may lose the ball. What I would say is make sure you focus on this iniesta right here. This is probably the hardest part. Going into that step over, you wanna make sure this tries to pop off perfectly so that we can go into a clean step over there, okay? Here we go, 4 sets, 20 seconds, we're done for the day. Let's have quality, okay? Quality over speed, always. We're bouncing on our toes. We're gonna get started, and 3, 2, 1. Here we go, hit that meg, bounce, nice and clean, step over, Cruyff, and the V's. Remember we talked about not neglecting the small drills or the small skills as we start going in to those combinations. And time. Whew, that is a tiring one. We're going all different directions. You have to keep such good control of the ball. Whew, 3 more sets of this. If you need to as well, take an extra touch here. After this iniesta, if it stays a little bit close to your body, take that extra touch, then we exaggerate that step over. Completely up to you. Depends on the weight of that touch on that iniesta. Deep breath. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, and we play. Pick up that leg on that V. Remember to keep your body nice and low so that we have good balance and coordination. Finish out the set. The time is done. And time. Whew. 2 more of these. Oh my goodness. My legs are dead. Keeping that low center of gravity so we can keep our legs nice and low to the ground, close to the ball. Oh my goodness. 2 more sets. We'll go 5 more seconds of rest because I need it. Here we go. Back on our toes. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Step, push. Probably could have put the ball out further on that one. Make sure I take that extra touch. I'm getting tired. Things will start to get sloppy for me. I gotta make sure I maybe even slow it down so I can keep it nice and clean. Push myself though, and time. Oh man, a little mistake there at the top, and that's what happens when you get tired, and that's why we go for these extra sets, trying to stay with top quality when your legs are dead, when you're tired. So now we're gonna go into this last set. Really keep your head up, number 1. If you're messing up a lot, if you're losing the ball a lot, encourage yourself. My little saying that I do is just next one, next play. That goes for drills, that goes for the game. If I make a mistake, make a bad pass, shake it off, next one, keep it going. We're on our toes, we have that mentality. Here we go, push yourself, 3, 2, 1, meg. Here we go. Keep those legs those legs nice and low. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Oh, congratulations, guys. You made it through the full episode. That is not easy. These drills are quick. The water breaks are quick. But that's what we're here for. Push you guys, make you better. I hope you enjoyed the session today. We'll have a next one on the channel soon. And make sure, if any of these skills look too unfamiliar to you and you want to get a little bit more practice, go check out our free channel. There's videos of slow motion skills on there. That way you can really see the tutorial, the step overs, the croix, and get it down before you jump into these big combination patterns. But congratulations, guys. We'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed your session.